Hi guys, this is Braden from Fisherman's Source here. We're going to spend a little bit of time today talking about squid and squid jigging. Whether you're fishing for them for bait or for personal consumption, spending some time out catching squid or a night out catching squid is a really, really fun way to pass some time. Up here in the Northeast, in New Jersey, most of our squid traditionally has been a summer and late fall nighttime bite, with the exception of this past year when they moved into the inshore lumps really, really heavy in the daylight, and we made some fantastic catches. And then shortly thereafter, the bluefin, followed them inshore, and then there was some really nice bluefin caught on them. The live squid fishing in those same inshore lumps. Up in New England, there's a lot bigger fishery for them that is a little more traditional and a little more consistent happening right now at night, whether around the docks or the bridges or some of the inshore waters, with guys going out and, filling buckets and coolers for personal consumption. And if you've never had the opportunity to try truly fresh squid, it really is delicious. Laid out in front of us here are a couple of our basic and, kind of tried and true products. We have the YO-ZURI squid jigs. YO-ZURI makes some of the best squid jigs in the world. They make one of my favorite squid jigs. And relatively new to the scene with them is also the YO-ZURI squid leaders. They make these with both a 2 and a single branch. And it has a snap on the bottom as well as 1 or 2 snaps farther up that allow you to snap your squid jigs on and kind of fish them in tandem. Especially daylight fishing or early in the evening when the squid are hugging the bottom. A lot of times you require a weight to get the rig down to the bottom. And then approximately 18 inches up, you have a tiny little branch line which you're going to clip your squid jig to. And then about another 18 inches up, you're going to have a second squid jig with just a leader to tie off, at the top. Most of the time fishing this, you're going to fish real light conventional or real light spinning tackle with either braid or light monofilament. My personal favorite time and way to catch squid occurs in the late summer and early fall off of New Jersey, out in the submarine canyons, 80 to 100 miles off our coast when we're tuna fishing or swordfish fishing. A lot of times earlier in the evening, right after the sun goes down, the squid will come up off the bottom and get attracted to the boat's lights. In which case we actually sight fish for them a lot of the times. We can actually see them swing around the boat, and watching a bunch of grown men running around throwing small squid jigs, trying to lure the first squid of the evening is a lot of fun. And there are a lot of nights where every live squid that you catch will get bitten later in the evening by a tuna, so it's very important to try to get those baits. This is my favorite little tuna jig personally for fishing squid at the surface. It is a YO-ZURI A1605. And I really like it in either the pink or the orange color. It's got a little more weight than some of the truly micro jigs. These fish really, really well on like your rigs, but as far as casting it, I like a jig with a little more weight. And the other really important thing to me is this jig actually has a cloth body. The cloth body does 2 things. When the squid actually swims up and grabs it with its tentacles, it gives it a more natural feel and they tend not to let go right as quick. The other thing that it allows us to do is squid actually feed quite heavily by scent as well as by sight, and they'll a lot of times swim up to a jig, study it carefully, and then back away. You take that same jig and you apply a little scent to it. I really like Pure as well as Smelly Jelly, but there's been nights where I've literally just grabbed a chunk of sardine or shrimp and literally just smeared it on the side of the jig and then had that work as well. Putting a little bit of scent on your squid body really allows that squid to come up, smell it, and kind of believe that it is real, and you'll get a lot more squid that way. Lastly, we have some of the pre-tied rigs by TSUNAMI. These work really well when the squid are in thick. It allows you to catch multiple at a time. Last summer in the New Jersey lumps, there was plenty of guys pulling squid 3 at a time up for hours on end with these rigs. They're also soft. They're actually squishy. Same thing. They'll hold on to them really well. They have this little glow spot on the back, so they really charge up well, and they work well, especially when the squid are a little bit deeper in the water column. We've really seen these excel, dropping them anywhere from 50 feet to sometimes in the canyons, we'll drop them 400 feet down if that's where we're reading the bait. All right, guys, I truly hope you get an opportunity to go out this year and catch yourself some squid. I hope that you enjoy eating them, and we hope that, we have everything that you need for this kind of unique fishery here. Thank you very much, and hope to speak to you again soon.